I think in our efforts to understand and remember and commemorate the border war, it's important to be mindful of how ugly and how difficult the war was on both sides of the state line. And it's important to remember that in many cases there are no clear-cut good guys in this. Having said that, one of the great achievements of the Civil War is the preservation of the Union, and it's also the emancipation of several million slaves. And because of both of those things, the country was all the better and all the stronger. But I think as people of this area look back upon the Civil War today, many lose sight of the worst excesses and the worst atrocities that perhaps their side had committed during the war. There's a temptation to see one's own side as being Simon Pure, and to use the phrase of one Missouri historian, and to see only the wrongs that had been committed by the other side. I think that's the conviction that people on both sides of the state line hold today, is that both sides had done wrong maybe, but the other side had done much more than one's own side had done. And so I think it's important to commemorate the war, obviously with a certain degree of solemn appreciation for the sacrifices and the difficulties that people had to endure during that. It is the great trauma in American history, and I think it's important not to see things devolve into celebrations of very difficult chapters in American history. There's much to take pride in as a result of the Civil War and what it brings to America